So here we are.
At the dimensional map.
This was the breaking point because I tried opening this part with the next flashback tape, and it took me about half an hour to realize I was too tired for this shit. So I might do that in a future part, but not right now. Sorry.
I think that's a sane thing to do. I back your decision there.
Don't care.
But it was probably a good time to stop doing those because I in my individual playthrough I got as far as the Bouncy Nitro Crate one, the Nitro Bounce Crate test, the one that introduces an actually flashback tape exclusive box, I think. That's just this weird metal arrow.
It's only in those tapes.
It's okay. We're probably not going to see it during this playthrough, but basically what it is it's this metal arrow crate that counts down from green to orange to red every time you bounce on it. And if you bounce on it once while it's red, it turns into a nitro crate. So in order to get the platinum medal for that particular flashback tape stage, the challenge is to hit every single bounce nitro crate in the stage at least enough times to turn them into nitros so that they all explode when you hit the final exclamation
Oh my god, I forgot
Yeah.
about that one. Yeah, you're right.
So
It's a pretty devious challenge that I had a rude awakening for it the first time, realizing that, oh, wait a minute, I gotta do this.
yeah, I completed that stage and I tweeted a recording of my victory over it because it was exhilarating to finally finish that, but it took me like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
in
fuck that
fact-
hidden box.
Oh, here's a cool thing about the flashback tapes, actually. Every time you die and respawn, the tape overlay that shows the timer will actually show you the timer of how long you've been at it.
Oh yeah, it does. It just goes on and on and on for how long you've been. Yeah, it's like the VHS has
Yeah.
been recording for as long as you've been attempting it.
Which is great until you realize it's 30 plus minutes. Like, fuck me. What am I been doing with myself?
Yeah.
That's a bad feeling that I normally only get when I'm recording. When I look at my recording file and I see I'm 45 minutes and I haven't made any progress. And at that point, I just delete the file because if I'm not going to use any of it, I might as well not take up a couple gigabytes of hard drive space.
What I usually do in that circumstance is I stop recording and start recording, and it'll be like session 12B. And
yeah, that's what I normally do.
Oh,
It's
I
just it's
hate
depressing
doing
when
that.
it happens.
Yeah, no, and
Oh,
there's
no,
been a
walk
few.
backward.
No, he already knew you got all the boxes.
Okay,
Yep.
well, it looked like there would be something if you walked backward.
Yeah, there's a few times where I've recorded footage like that, and then I've failed for like a good hour and a half, and then I get the one that works, and I'm like, yes, I've got the footage for it, and then I come to make the video, and I realize, oh wait, I talk about this level quite a lot, and I've only got the good take. I need to get a take while I'm dying a million times, which I've just deleted. So
man.
yeah, that's happened a few times. So then I have to kind of pretend to die in lots of weird
I
places.
don't delete anything, but at the risk of I filled up hard drives with just raw
Yeah,
recordings.
I've done the same.
I think Metal Gear Solid 5 was over 500 gigs
Yes,
of footage.
not fun.
Yikes.
I mean, my bit rate on Elgato is ridiculous anyway. I think I record at like 60 bit rate, so like,
Oh, God.
yeah, because I
60K?
just
That's because you don't because of compression and all
yeah,
that. sort of
I
shit.
just
That
like
would-
it being really, really tip-top quality. And also
Damn
as well,
it.
Yeah.
weirdly enough, I had a massive problem with Elgatos for a while, which was the lower the bit rate I made it, it started stuttering the footage.
Well, do you
That's
use
really
Game
weird.
Capture or like another recording software? Because
Oh, I use Elgato's now I use the 4K one because I upgraded my Elgato for the first time in like 7 years. So
Okay. Well, I don't ever use the software that Elgato has because it's garbage. I always had issues with dropping frames and other things like that. So I capture it through OBS now, and it
that's a good
works.
idea.
It works a lot better for me.
I find capturing through OBS produces slightly lower quality footage, though. But that might just be...
Because I think it.
Yeah, it's not native.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And the bit rate is probably just
Yeah,
inherently lower than
so
what you can probably
I
get.
actually still use Elgato's own software for recording. I only use OBS or Streamlabs anyway for...
PS3 recordings have made me so paranoid with where I should start hitting the record button with Elgato software
Yeah.
because that console will straight up just shut off its video signal to load a game
Yeah.
And then start up
put
again.
it and then started it back up.
Yeah,
it does
luckily,
that too.
Does the Wii do
Yeah.
that? Because I don't. Well, either way, even if it doesn't do it, I assume it does. And I won't start recording until I've already reset the software and I set the game up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's happened so many times. Yeah.
Oh no, it's this bonus stage. Fuck this bonus stage. Actually, fuck every bonus stage after this point in the game because they start trying to make embryos and neocortex's bonus stages look tame by comparison.
They start
like-
trying to make embryos. Full stop.
I mean, I don't need to know about the Crash 14 sex life, so I'm
I
happy
do.
for them. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. have you
Yeah,
tried asking
I
them?
demand a manga. I want a manga of it.
I mean, you just found out about the Crash 2 manga today, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the one where they talk about how Tana's dating the
Yeah,
rat
that
guy?
was the. Oh, no, they don't talk about that. They just
That
say,
was from
they say
Crash
Thomas.
Boom Bang.
Oh, Crash Boom Bang. Oh man.
That was a DS game.
Crash
Yeah.
Boom
Yes.
Bang.
Crash Boom Bang was like a bunch of developers getting together in a meeting room and
And
deciding,
having a big old shit.
hey, let's make a game that makes people really appreciate how good Crash Bash was by comparison.
It was a conspiracy. I agree. Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah, you fucked up.
You already missed the TNT box earlier in the level, so you can't get them all anyway.
Oh.
But it's fine on bonuses because it doesn't count towards anything. But when they start doing that in the main levels and then you start affecting the gems and shit, that's when I don't like it.
I hate that old trick. And of course they'd pull that in a way that you can't go back and fix. Or even see ahead of time. Ugh.
Oh man, that looks really tight.
It is.
But at least the deaths don't count and the bonus stages are tiny.
My God. Why? Remember
Couldn't
what I
you jump on top of that?
Yeah, that's
though?
what I did. That's what I did.
Remember what I said earlier about the metal crates will kill you if you just touch them, even if they're moving up at the time?
They do.
Yeah, that happens even when time is slowed down.
Yes, it does. It's the worst thing.
Hitboxes are eternal.
Yeah. It is, as you would say, eternal doom. Doom eternal.
Something
Sorry.
sort.
This truly is the Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
It's about time. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Did they make you jump? Yep. Oh man, I'm getting onto this game's tricks.
This is something I found
there's
myself
more?
though, because
Oh,
I
God.
I kind of figured you had to do something like that.
Well, you can sort of see this from below as well, so...
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that you jump to the left and you think you're sneaky. It's like, oh, I found that box, but then there's more once
Yeah.
you jump on the box. It's like,
I will. Yeah.
At this point in time, though, when I got the mask, and I found that you're able to now detonate nitros at your leisure.
Fuck that shark.
I started jumping on every nitro I could because I'm gonna run to that level that doesn't have a nitro detonator.
Yeah.
And it never happens, but I couldn't help myself anyway.
By the way, trying to do this shit on the time trial is the worst bit of the game by far.
really?
oh, because you have to dash through spinning,
well, because
right?
you got to do the fucking triple spin shit, and you got to
Triple
you got to rush it, and you got to just hope because the thing is when you're going for the platinums, you can't risk waiting for the correct cycle. You just have to go for it and hope that you're lucky. So you could get all the way to the end of that stage there, and then one shark was off timed or something, and then you fucked it all up, and you got to do it all over again. So yeah, hey, screw that bit for the time trials. It's not fun.
How long are the levels when you're going for the time trials? Like
Tiny.
when you're- Tiny? Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. The only reason it's so long and tedious is when you're repeating the same shit, searching high and low and all around you for every possible hidden place of everything, trying desperately not to die. But when you're rushing from beginning to end, it's exhilarating because the level design is totally built for rushing. It's just I wish there was a crash dash, and I wish that there wasn't another a million, because that's the thing, I saved the relics for last, which I probably shouldn't have done because at that point I was so fucking fed up.
You know, I really don't care about the Crash Dash, personally. I found it a boring power. It just makes you go a little faster.
Well, yeah, but it's good for the speed runs though.
I suppose so. but like I don't miss it.
I do, because the triple spin here is terrible.
Well, the triple spin is terrible, but that's a triple spin problem. Like, I resent the fact that it exists, because that means if I want to actually go after the platinum relics, if I go insane someday and decide to do that, I need to use the triple spin to do it, because that's what the game's designed for.
Yeah,
but,
you can't. There's no way of getting around it. You have to use it.
But it kind of presents the same problem that I had with the Crash Dashin concept. It's that you can't possibly get the platinum relic until you beat the game and unlock that power.
Yeah, but that just adds a little bit more onto the replaying, because they're assuming that you haven't got all the gems and shit, so they're gonna want you to go back through those.
All it really does is prevent you from going after the platinum relics until after you beat the game. Mm-hmm. So you could try, like if you were playing Crash 3 blind and you didn't know about the Crash Dash, you could try and try and try and try at the platinum relic, and you'd be raging and wondering why you couldn't get it. And then at the end of the game, you get this power that just makes you go faster, and it's like,
okay, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree for a reason, and that's because I have seen this happen with people that have never played Crash 3 before, and I've also tested it myself. I am pretty damn sure you can't get higher than the gold relic on the first level without the Crash Dash. I am pretty sure.
I've gotten platinum. You can do it by doing like really manipulative slide stuff.
Okay. Well, okay. Playing standardly then. Playing as they would want you to.
Without using exploits.
Yeah, just playing
that's
running
my
through
point,
the level.
Though. That's my point, though, because the game will tell you that there is a platinum relic.
It won't though until you have the gold. It won't tell you until you have the gold.
Until you have the gold, yes, but you can get the gold, and it will tell you that there's a platinum you can go for, but you can't get it. That's my problem.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like, I don't think you can. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
No. No. Right, hold on. You will not. The game will not tell you of a platinum relic's existence until you either get your first one or until you 105.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, you can get the gold. Yeah, you're right. You get the gold relics on every level, and then they don't pop up until you beat Cortex.
And the timer just disappears.
Yeah, you're right.
You can still get platinum relics.
Interesting.
But the game will not acknowledge their existence until you 105% the game.
I guess that's my knowledge of the game playing against me then.
Well, that's my knowledge being
it's
shit
because you
as well.
don't like the Crash Dash that you got that info wrong.
Oh, it's the hardest part of the game, guys. It's the hardest.
Why did they have to call back to this level?
This
bit was easy.
It's so hard. Why
this bit was so easy.
This is actually way easier than the basic Road to Nowhere level, and it's not just because you have a double jump and a highlighted drop shadow. It's also because you have a moment to jump off the broken planks before they fall, whereas in Crash 1, they would have just dropped you into oblivion the moment you touched them.
Can you jump on the railings?
Look, I'm not even using the time mask.
And also, Road to Nowhere was never that hard, and I don't get why people think it is.
It's only hard and insane.
I was gonna say I will argue that it is bullshit and insane.
What makes it
like
hard?
The original?
No, I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't have a problem.
Whether or not you have a problem or not doesn't change the fact that the changed hitboxes of Crash and Coco and Insane made it harder.
Oh no, it did. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, because in the original game, I believe Crash's hitbox, like on his shoes, was just flat. In Insane, it's pill shaped.
Yeah,
which means it rounds up.
Yeah,
which means it's much easier to slip off the edge of the platform, and that is no better emphasized in the bridge levels.
Yes, you're correct, but it also stops people from doing the stupid cheap going on the ropes of the bridge shit.
Dude, as someone who never really got good at doing the rope shit, I still hated those levels because I have no problem playing those levels in the original Crash because they're actually pretty fun to blaze through when you got a good rhythm going down. I try my damnedest to replicate that rhythm in Insane, and I'm just slipping through the cracks.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I agree, but then I've never ever had issue with the physics in Insane. I really like the physics myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, again, it's not the physics. It's the shape of the hip.
I don't get why. Like every video on the Insane trilogy I watch brings that up as if it's some massive problem with the game. Like Crash 4 has different physics than classic Crash 2, and people just get used to it, you know?
I don't understand the the need to bring it up when comparing it to the originals, because it's like, well, at that point, why play Insane at all? Just play the fucking originals. If you don't like it, why are you bothering complaining about it? Just play the originals then.
That's the thing
It's
about
also-
a remake.
it's also
the originals
just-
are still there, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
got rid of them.
It's like, oh, this remake isn't exactly the same as the original. Well, then why have a remake then?
It's
I
like,
mean,
over time, I've gotten the problem with the vehicles in Crash 3 Insane. Like, I understand why people have issues with that.
yeah.
But, damn it.
Oh.
Damn it.
Go for a swim, Coco.
Wow.
Oh, she freezes.
Oh, she came back up.
But, like, okay. But for general control feel, I just don't really see why the Insane trilogy gives people a problem.
Yeah, I love it. I really love it, and it feels nice as well when you're trying to get the relics as well, because the jump arc is a little bit more unreliable and a little bit stricter, but that's why it feels like Crash is more grounded, and I like that when you're trying to rush through it.
Well, in comparison maybe to Crash 2 and 3, but it definitely controls better in Crash 1. Ow! God damn it. I didn't resume
Man,
time
Cortex
fast enough.
is really, really, like, generous with
Patient.
this. He keeps on walking back in order for you to chase him.
The bonus stage is right before the skiing section with Cortex. So it's just like, yeah, we gotta catch Cortex, but you know what? He can wait. We'll just try this bonus stage about 50 goddamn consecutive times to get all the boxes first.
Or maybe every time you activate him and make him slide off down the slope, maybe every time you die, he also just he's just sliding down the slope, minding his own business, and he's like, oh, where's the Bandicoot? And then all of a sudden, he just dies and gets resurrected back at the beginning of the slope when you do, and he doesn't realize it.
Instantly turns into a glowing red devil.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, he was finally done with your shit.
Okay, do you
there
hit
he
the
is.
boxes? Do you hit the first 4 boxes? Do you hit them?
I am going to try my damnedest.
Oh,
Hey.
well done. Good start.
Okay, so I know that this is one of the most infamous levels in the game, and I only just
Oh my God.
realize why doing this perfect would be so annoying, because you have to do that whole 10-minute level
damn
it.
over again. Oh no!
Yeah, and also the bonus level as well.
But the flashback tape is also in this section.
Uh-huh.
I do not like how the bear controls in this level, in this game.
I got all of those boxes. I got all of those boxes. I got all of this box. I got this box. I got this box. I got all of the boxes except that one that I missed.
Yep. Yeah, because if you jump, you have to tap jump. If you hold jump, you jump too high, which goes against everything that you've learned about controlling the bear. It's like, it's so unfair.
I legit don't like the bear
Is
controls.
this
Nah.
the only level they're in?
No, there's 2.
There's 2 animals.
There's this.
Ted, you have to remember, you already have this level. You have to do the inverted version, and then you have the timeline version where you have to do the polar bear again twice.
Yeah, huh?
And then there's the riding section in the alien level.
Yep. Which is the
isn't
same.
a polar bear, but it controls the same.
Oh, that one box hurts me. Don't you dance, Coco. You did nothing.
If I had gotten that box, I think I would have also gotten the insanely perfect relic.
Yes, you would have done.
Yes, you
You didn't die. Yeah.
I didn't know what to get you this year, so I got you a box.
That's what I got you.
Man, and you know what? In the old games, when you were playing the animal riding sequences, basically the only way you could ever get the box gem was by dying and going back to the start, going back to the last checkpoint. Like, that was the way that you did those levels back then. But you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly my problem. It's like you're actively punished for trying, especially with something like with experimental as these animal controls. It's like it doesn't control like any other animal riding segment in any other Crash game, and it's like they want you to be perfect with it in one go. It's like
It also has the issue of being a lot wider than the animal riding sections in the older games, which, to
Yeah.
be fair, in the alien riding sequences leads to some interesting level design, but in this polar bear riding sequence, it's just like, it just means there's a lot more space to slip by the boxes.
I thinking about like levels where you just die if you miss a secret. I remember with, I think it was New Super Mario Brothers Wii. I remember being annoyed just when like I was trying to get a star coin or whatever, and if I died too many times, then the super guide would pop up. It's like, no, I'm not dying because I'm bad. I'm doing it on purpose.
This is me forgetting that Tawna can't slide.
Oh. Yeah.
At this point, I'd restart the level, though, if it was that close to the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got one death on the counter, yeah.
That's. I think that's pretty much what I'm about to do. Nah, I gave up. I don't care.
And also, like, the hitbox on her kick is, like, I saw when you went up to that tower of boxes, you didn't immediately try to kick underneath the TNT, and I don't blame you.
Well, yeah,
because you'd clip that shit.
That is actually what you're supposed to do, because it's 2 boxes high. It's exactly 2 boxes high.
It is, but I can tell you from doing the time trials, there's so many times I did that, and you clipped that fucking TNT.
Yeah, because, well, the elevation on the floor.
It's so annoying, yeah.
Yeah, it can sometimes screw you over. You have to watch out for that.
I spy a hidden gem.
One of the things...
Oh, that one is actually... I can actually notice. I don't know if I'd notice it while playing.
Oh, it's up there? Jesus.
Oh, you didn't get it?
No, I missed that completely. Didn't see it while I was playing. But, like I said, I don't care.
Okay, also to mention as well, right? These electrical panels here in time trial, fuck them.
Oh, is it the same thing like the flame crates?
Yeah, but then it's worse here because you don't only have to wait for the opportune time to jump onto them, but you also need to wait for the opportune time to then jump onto that one to then make sure the next one isn't already activated. So, like, you can rush it onto it if you want to, but then you got to wait for the next one to be available. And then you got to make sure that the enemy's in the right position while making sure that these are on and off at the right times. It's so many things that can go wrong.
To be honest, one of the reasons I say Tawna's the weakest character in the game as far as mechanics go is because of the wall jump. Like, they could have given us a Mario-esque wall jump where you control when and where and how and what direction the wall jump goes off. But no, it's just jumping.
You're committed here.
Jumping from panel to panel like it's a fucking Sonic Adventure game.
Yeah, it's a quick time event basically. It's activated when you choose to start jumping on the first one. So once you're committed, you're fucked if you die at that point.
You know what would have made Tawna really fun to play is if not only if they gave you like a proper wall jump, but also if they gave you like a Ninja Gaiden wall run for the 3D sections. That would have been aces.
Yeah, that would have been pretty fun.
Why do we need an entire level to explain Tawna press the button?
Because she's not as smart as the other guy, so that's a big deal to her.
Well, because it was a major set piece in the original level.
Okay, Tawna, you're not smart enough to handle this heavy machinery. Here, we'll let Crash do it for you.
Yeah. And now you got to do another bonus level, and if you keep fucking up at the bonus level, you just got to keep trying until you get it right, and then you got to get to the bear again.
Yeah, but you know what? I just looked at this, and I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to bother.
Oh, you don't...
Yeah,
no, I don't blame you.
I do like how you
I'm not going to bother. It jumps into the bonus room. Lewis continues to bother.
I'm running from this
Wow,
world,
you're deliberately leaving them. You're not even... You're trying to actively avoid them now.
You're trying to box me into this corner.
God damn it, I got one.
You couldn't even do that challenge, right?
I got one. No, I'm not going to get any of the boxes.
Are you actually going to do it?
This is a rebellion.
Can you beat Crash Bandicoot 4 without breaking any boxes?
But then I realized that if I tried to do this, I would probably just make life harder on myself because
there is like, can you beat Crash Bandicoot without spinning?
There is actually a point later on in this section where avoiding the boxes like puts you in direct line of fire with the skiing enemies and all. So I stopped trying to avoid the boxes after this next
Oh my god. The one particular section here that infuriated me when I was trying to get all the boxes was, I think it's the final scientist section, because you're on ice.
Oh yes.
When it happens, and you can't change your direction once you commit.
Yeah, and you can't jump or anything.
No.
You don't even get the checkpoint, you madman!
Yeah, that bit me in the ass.
Yeah, there you go.
Serves you
Now
right.
repent.
Serves you right. Oh, now you're trying. Oh no, you only got 2.
I give you a broken man.
Now, I was just picking up Wumpa Fruit to try and
To
get
get
my
back to
lives
99
back.
lives.
Yeah, well, I had 97 when I started, so But like, I like how I like how Coco can wink at the camera.
Tawna light.
Coco can wink at the camera before an animal riding section, and not look like she's planning something naughty with the polar bear. That's novel. I appreciate that.
It helps that she's like 12.
Yeah, I
Is
suppose.
she?
Oh god, we're gonna go into this.
That's what I always assumed was that like.
Well, if we go by the fact that Crash Bandicoot actually took place in the 90s, according to the flashback tapes, and this is in like the 2020s with tablet computers and all, then
Crash is
Coco
40?
is really just a 20-year-old who looks
Crash
like
is a middle-aged man.
Yeah, I know he's a middle-aged Bandicoot. What's the life expectancy of Bandicoots? How much longer does Crash have?
Coco was born in 96, and that means she's like 25 now.
Coco is just like a really young-looking 20-year-old. So
Yeah, and Crash is like in his 30s, and he still doesn't have a real house, which is relatable.
Truly the hero of our generation.
Well, no. Crash has a house. They were there in Crash 3, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there they are. They are.
Yeah, also in the Tattoo Crash games, the second one, I think you start out in the house.
Yeah, there's a house in that one as well.
And how
yeah.
much do you think
House
rent
and
is?
Oh,
clothes.
and Crash Nitro Kart as well. Crash Nitro Kart, he has a house.
Who would be charging rent for a shack on an abandoned island?
Cortex.
Yeah, Cortex.
Oh, yeah. They're just going to pay Cortex rent while they wreck his shit. Why not?
Do you think
It's
Crash is
probably,
smart enough not to do that? I don't.
Yeah, I was
mean-
gonna say Cortex just has to put a different alias in. Remember, this is the same dude that pretended to be Coco to trick Crash, and Crash
I
bought
would
it.
have reached for Papu
So-
first, honestly. That would make more sense.